I used to play billiards a bunch when I was younger. So that's an individual sport as well, and it's all up to you to make the shot, all up to you to make the, to run the table, leave a precise shot, and so forth. So I learned a lot of strategy from that. And actually, my very first tournament for that, I shook like crazy. I mean, I was like 12 years old or something. I couldn't shoot a ball in, and I was like, what's going on? Why am I shaking? Why is this happening to me? Like, the nerves of getting nervous, right? And I was like, and then my dad explained to me, is like, you get nerve, da da da. And I was like, okay, that's never happening. I'm just freewheeling it. I'm just swinging away. If anything, I'm gonna hit it hard, but like, I got back in the mood. I got back into the groove. We did a tournament maybe 3 or 4 months later. I took second in that tournament. So I was like, wow, I got the jitters out and so forth, right? And then I started going to tournaments. And one of my biggest secrets, not a whole lot of people know about, is I used to cross my legs every time I competed. So I would always have my legs at the bottom crossed.
Oh wow.
This would stop me from tapping my my foot, and tapping your feet will then eventually lead to your hands getting bouncing and jiggly, or whatever. And so I would always cross my ankles. I would always wear a long sleeve. Like if you watch any of my tournaments, I always wore a long sleeve, and I would just pull up the right sleeve a little bit so I could rest my forearm on the
mouse.
Oh yeah, on the mouse. So and then basically that would basically the reason why I kept a long sleeve on was because it kept me warm. So that helped me a ton, in tournaments. Like when you get cold, you start getting slow, you get nervous. Like you look at athletes, they wear warm-ups all the time before they get out on the field because they want to be warm and loose. So in professional gaming, you're not really ever building up your blood pressure that much unless you're actually in a match because of just nerves and so forth. But I want to be warm. I want to be fluid. I want to be shooting my shots that I need to shoot. So I'm always basically trying to be in a warm-up, or be warm. I don't want to be cold. And so those were some of my few tricks I used to not get nervous in tournaments, and they worked. So it was, I didn't care if it was 90 degrees. I was wearing a fleece. I wear hoodies. I was sweating like crazy. I was like, dude, I don't care. Like I'm playing my game exactly how I want to play it, and I was superstitious like crazy. If it wasn't broken, I didn't fix it. So so I was I had superstitious things like where I'd go to the bathroom and like wash my hands with 4 paper towels. Then I'd throw them away, and I'd grab one more and do it in between my fingers. So I was like I was extremely superstitious. Like
just like sports athletes. I mean, there's all types of things just like they do. Like before Super Bowls or NBA championships, same thing.
Yeah, so it's you get in that mindset, and if I ever lost a tournament, the biggest thing is always learning something from it. But then also for me it was like throwing away whatever revolved around that tournament. So if I wore a shirt that day I usually didn't wear or something like that, I would throw it away. I'd be like, dude, because you don't want to remember that stuff. You want to be
I'm burning the demons.
Yeah, like you just want to get it out of your system. So I was very unique in all those ways.